Howdy-ho!
When you got nothing better to do, it's time to get hanging with the hers.
So, we watched The Butler last night. Wasn't on purpose that it coincided with Martin Luther King Day today. But if you haven't seen the movie, I definitely would recommend it. Gives you a lot of insight into history and the civil rights movements and so on. And it's like I don't feel worthy of talking about it, being a white man, an Anglo-American. So I can't apologize for anything that was never my fault. But it does move you. It does make you wonder if we're going to find true equality at any point in time, because there's still things that we're fighting for when it comes to equality. And it seems that mankind struggles so much with their desire to be right and have power over other people, and they'd rather satisfy their egos in those ways rather than find peace and serve others and that kind of thing. And there's a lot of progress being made, and there's also a lot of backward thinking still that exists. And a lot of it basically comes down to ignorance, and that's where education comes into play. And where people just need to be educated and awakened to history and things that they haven't learned. And it's amazing how many adults that are around that didn't either get taught certain things in the educational system growing up, or they were taught that what they were learning in school was wrong, or I don't know. It's like everybody knows that hatred and a lot of the negativity that exists in the world are learned behaviors. Because when we're born in a peaceful and loving nature. We don't see the color of other people's skin. We don't see people for their faults or their flaws or what men consider sin. And so many people think they know what is right and what is wrong, or have the answers to everything. And there's just so much mystery and so much that exists in the world that we don't have the answers for. And I could go on and talk about one subject or another, and this could end up being an hour-long video, but I'm going to leave it at that. The Butler is a good movie, and it'll get you thinking about equality, not just for the African American community, but just equality for humanity in general. And it was definitely eye-opening to see this man's life. I can't remember. It was based on a true story, right there? I thought it was. But to see the span of this man's life go from childhood all the way to his 90s, it's like the stuff that this man experienced, and that there's people that are still alive today, not many of them probably, but there's still those alive that experienced all of the atrocities that happened. One or some or all, who knows, but it's less than 100 years ago that all this crap happened, and we're still fighting for equality of marriage equality and this and that and the other. And there's just, it just reminds me of some of the quotes that I've heard and read recently, memes and things online, and how the more rules, the more laws that a land has, the more corrupt it is. The more that people, or the more that government tries to control other people, the more corrupt it is. The less rules, the less laws that you have. Rules and laws, in my opinion, and I think in the opinion of many folk, is that they are here to protect us from one another, to protect us from other people overstepping their boundaries. And it's not supposed to be protecting us or keeping us from doing whatever it is that we want when it comes to consensual things, when it comes to things that involve just ourselves and entirely our own free will. And if you're a theist and you believe that God gave us free agency, then it should be only His right to take that free agency away. We shouldn't be fighting for abortion laws and other laws that have to do with marriage equality and other marijuana and whatever other subjects that are out there. We shouldn't be infringing on other people's free agency, and that's what laws are supposed to be, is to keep us from infringing on other people's free agency. We're supposed to have the free agency to do whatever it is that we want with our own lives, and when it comes to other people, if they're not consensual in that and they don't want to be a part of it, then they have that right to do so. So it can get really deep in this, but I've already gotten pretty deep. But yeah, why don't you stew on that for a bit? Watch the movie if you get a chance, and really think about that. Whatever your beliefs are, they're your beliefs. They don't have to be other people's beliefs. It's okay to differ in opinions and to differ in belief systems and to differ in everything. There's no one person is better than the other person. We're all just different. And it's okay to be different. And I'm of the opinion where I'll believe what I want to believe, you believe what you want to believe, and I'll fight for your right to believe what you want to believe, even if I don't agree with it. So there's my 2 cents for the day. A little bit of knowledge of Ben, a little bit of insight from behind my eyes, kind of a thing. Alright, I think that's it. I hope this... Yeah, 7 minutes. That's good. Alright, take it easy. See you on the next video. Bye-bye!
Now don't you forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it all with your friends. Till next time, hang in with the herds.